kind of a short video, but I had something happen I wanted to go over with you because if you have a similar problem, I figured this might help. It was a little weird for me to find. So let's get into it. About to start the tuning, which will probably be the next video I do on this one. And the issue was, I got in, it had just been running perfectly fine before, started it, and it didn't want to start. Then when it did start, it was idling really low, it was making a really loud intake noise, and if I gave it any throttle at all, it would shut off. The check engine light was on, so I pulled those codes, and I came back with a mass airflow sensor code and a purge valve code. Now the odds of those two things going bad at the same time are not very high, but just to make sure, I went ahead and swapped the mass airflow sensor from the 97 over to this one because that has a 99 throttle body on it already, and I know that one works. And I had the same code. Essentially, it was basically acting like those two objects were not working at all. Something that this sensor and this solenoid have in common. So what is it? That would be the next question. I did a little looking at the wiring diagram and comes to find out this wire and these both get power from the same place. And the power they get comes from right over here. This blue 15 amp fuse right here. So I checked it and sure enough, it was blown. So at first I was thinking I had a wiring problem and was worried about that, when suddenly it dawned on me that if these two sensors get power from the same place, it's possible that the oxygen sensor, which I had just been working on, also gets power from the same place. So I came back here to where my extension harness is plugged in, unplugged it, replaced this, started it up, boom. So I went down to the other side, unplugged where the extension harness meets the oxygen sensor, plugged this side back in, started it up, and it blew the fuse. So that told me right away I had a short in the harness. So I was next thinking, well, I must have wired something wrong, I must not have insulated something correctly, something along those lines. So I pulled the harness all the way back out. It actually was barely touching the exhaust, somewhere about midway down where it was really hard to see. And it had melted the insulation off and was shorting to the exhaust because of course the exhaust is a ground. So I insulated that, rerouted it, made sure it was zip tied back and held completely out of the way, and now it's working perfectly fine. Everything's working, no problems. So the reason I wanted to bring that up though is that can happen with the stock wiring as well. So if you ever have those two go out at the same time and that drivability problem, basically any short in that power circuit can cause it, but one of the most common ones is the upstream oxygen sensor or the wiring to the upstream oxygen sensor. So I just wanted to let you guys know that, show you what was going on. Maybe if someone else is having that problem, that'll point them in the right direction. But I'm going to be out of here for this video. Sorry this one's a little bit short, but that was just going on. Drop me a like if this helped anybody. Drop me a comment. Let me know if you've got any other weird fixes that you found like that. And make sure you subscribe to my channel, so I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much, and peace. And it is viewers ride time again. And today we're going to be taking a look at Callan Kurtz's 2002 40th anniversary Grand Prix. This is an absolutely gorgeous car. He did not send me any kind of story or anything with this, but the paint looks like it's in almost perfect shape. I really like the wheels that are on it. Pretty much everything about this car is aesthetically pleasing. So I don't have a whole lot to say. I'll let those pictures that he sent do most of the talking for me. But like I said, just gorgeous car. And if you'd like to be featured, make sure you send your pictures of your car to salemdoylesubs@gmail.com, and I will see you guys in the next video.